All right, folks. A happy Thanksgiving to every single one of you. As always, it is glorious to be able to spend time with you all and to talk about these very important things. And I think on this Thanksgiving, when you go to Thanksgiving tomorrow, I want you to use the 5 key make it a goal. If you don't get there, okay, but make it a goal to try to get to 5. Anti-white, anti-whiteism, Western kind, anti-white narrative, white erasure. It's going to be somewhere you can work that in. Remember, you are the moral person in that scenario. Don't fall into the trap that anti-whites want you to fall into, the vagues want you to fall into. You are the moral person. You are doing the right thing. You are wearing the white hat. You rode in on the white horse. All right. You are the moral, ethical actor in the conversation. Do not let them try to pigeonhole you any other way. If you've got to be a little aggressive, maybe you got to be a lot of aggressive. Maybe it's okay in your household. Maybe communicating. In some households, some yelling is just considered communication. In others, raising your voice at all is like horrifying. So wherever it works for you, but you can have, I'll just give a couple quick examples. You could have a relative that says X, Y, or Z about something that's anti-white. You could be right there at the Thanksgiving table. You could be grilling or whatever you're doing, and you can say, well, Betty, that really sounds anti-white. And anti-whiteism is a despicable ideology. I don't think that about you. So I hope that's not I hope you don't actually have a genuine anti-white position. You could say in conversation, you could say, all this is happening because of the anti-white narrative. I mean, they learn it in school, they learn it at university, they talk about it on the news, it's in all the movies. Everything is anti-white narrative. Countless iterations, right? You could say that. You could say they are victimizing, the anti-whites are victimizing Western kind in every single Western country. We are being victimized in every country. They're going to get it. They're going to know. You're going to say, finally, you could say, there is so much white erasure going on right now. This news piece of story or that news piece. Maybe you got a relative who is a conservative or a Republican, and they're going to complain about how this inventor of X, Y, or Z has now been replaced by a new inventor who is not white. And they say, I can't believe they're doing this to the text, but this is, and of course, if they're a typical conservative or Republican, they're going to be running away from race, and they're going to be saying something like, this is all about the honesty in education. And how are we, so golly, John, how are we supposed to be a good country if we can't have honesty in education? And then that's when you drop it on. Well, it's the people doing it are anti-white. That's white erasure. That's happening everywhere. It's white erasure. They changed the road signs, white erasure. They pull the statues down, it's white erasure. This is happening everywhere. It's white erasure. And then folks, depending upon who you're talking to, you can walk away from it. If the person's kind of really nervous about it, you can, and I don't mean literally, you can literally walk away, but you can also just go on to another subject. You just drop the powerful concept in their lap. You watch their eyes go, oh my gosh. And then you can just move on to another concept, move on to another conversation.